Hey everybody, it's Bridget with Bougie Budget Plans coming to you with a little bit of a different video today. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some planner things and showing you a change I'm making to my planner. If you had seen some of my other videos, I think I mentioned it, but I have been using my Louis Vuitton MM agenda, and I love this agenda. However, it is small. I'm an A5 girly all the way, and so since my channel does budgeting and planning, which you do have planners for budgeting and you plan and budget your money, I wanted to go ahead and let you see how I put my planner together and tell you about some of the things that I have in my planner. So if you're interested in starting planning, if you're already a planner and maybe you want to see some things that I have, some of the planner companies that I get things from, then stay tuned and I'll walk you through my setup of 2 planners actually that I will be using from here forward. So I'll be right back and we will go through those planners and let you see me setting them up. Hey everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around, supporting my channel and watching the videos. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you returning, welcome back. As I mentioned in the video, we're going to be setting up 2 planners today. And if you are new on my channel, I go through budgeting tips, planning, organization, and just things that I enjoy doing in life, period, which budgeting and planning are top of the list these days. So I don't want to take too long because I don't want to make the video long. As you all know, if you return into my channel, I always try to make my videos as short as possible. It seems these days they're longer. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you some of the things that I have that I'm going to be using. So I do have a cloth and paper subscription. If you don't know about cloth and paper, I will put them in the bottom in the description. But I am going to be using this little pen case that we got with one of the subscription boxes. I do a quarterly subscription, and that's every 3 months I pay for it. I want to say, give or take, it's maybe $150 for 3 months. And then I get to attend workshops where one of their employees, who, she's amazing, her name is Aisha, she goes through how to use different items in the box, what she's doing, other people tell you what they're doing. So this is one thing that we got, and you can see it has a little pocket right here. It has this elastic loop that's adjustable. So I will be using this to put around my planner that I'm using. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way real quick, just for a minute, and show you the planner that I'm going to be using real quick, because there are 2 planners actually, and let me rephrase that. There are 2 planners that I will be using because one is going to be kind of business, social media related. So the first planner that I want to show you really quickly is going to be my vegan leather planner from Cloth and Paper. It comes in this dust bag so that you don't just have it out and it's getting all dusty. As you can see, my house is dusty, but this is the first one that I will show you. It is an A5 cover, so let me turn to the right one. It actually works with A5 planners or documents, notebooks, things like that. And this is vegan leather. It's very soft. I do have 2 of these. One is more of kind of like a pebbled leather, but I love this one. So this is what I'll be using for mostly my personal and all the things that I will be putting in for my day-to-day. Now, for my business and social media, because I do want that separate, I'm going to be using this really nice, I guess you could say it's like a linen planner that I got from Cloth and Paper, and it has this little elastic strap right here, and as you can see, it's going to be rings. As I said, I'm an A5 girl. I love rings. That is what I always use, so that's what I'll be using for this. And because that one does not have a pin loop, I got these. One of them I got in the subscription box. One I got that I ordered from Cloth and Paper. So these are pin loops and they're magnetic. And the neatest thing is that you can put this around paper. Like, you can put it in there, and I'll show you when I use it. But I'm going to use this one for the black linen planner. I'm going to use this one because I want 2 pin loops in my personal planner. So that's what I'll be using that for. And I will be using rings. So these are individual rings that we also got from Cloth and Paper. Let me rephrase that. I got them from Cloth and Paper. They did not come with a subscription box, but I got a silver pair and I got a black pair. Now these are 1 inch. They do have 1.25 inch and I'm kind of waiting on those because there's some other items that I want to order as well. So let's go ahead and get everything put together. And what I want to start with is going to be the social media business planner. So with these rings, they're really easy to use. All you do is just kind of pull them apart to open them. Sorry, that one's flying everywhere because these are new, so they haven't been used yet, so they're a little tight. But this is what I'm going to use here. Now, in regard to, or as it relates to inserts that I use, yes, I do have inserts from Cloth and Paper, but I don't use them all the time. I struggle with what inserts I am going to use, and a lot of times I get printable inserts from either Rosie Papeterie, or I get them, which I'm trying something out here, from Fancy Plans. And that is something, that's a company that I knew her when she wasn't even making her own stuff yet. I followed her. Her name is Quita, and basically she went on to create inserts and planners and subscription boxes and all the things. So with that being said, I'm going to be using some of her inserts. So in here, I'm also going to be using this little project storyboard, since it's going to be social media related. And hopefully I've snipped all of the inserts. I'm going to show you a secret if you're new to planning. It's not a secret, but if you're new to planning, you probably didn't know. If you take your inserts and cut them right here at the circle, all you have to do is this when you put them in. And you don't have to keep opening the rings. So if you have regular rings, what can happen is that they can start to open a little and not close all the way when you snap them closed. So they separate, and this is a way to keep from having that happen. And as I figured, I did not cut the little circles, so I'm going to cut those real quick, and then we will put them in. So this is one insert that I got from Fancy Plans. It's a social media page insert, and it has Monday through Saturday, and it has when to post, to do, and then you check which social media site that you'll be working on as it relates to posting. So let me go ahead and get these done. I do have some dashboards as well that I'm going to be using. Most of them, if not all, came from Cloth and Paper. I'll let you know which ones did, and I will, like I said, put links in the description for Cloth and Paper, so that if you're interested in a subscription box for 1 month, or just interested in them in general, you can check them out. It's really a nice planner shop, and it is female owned, and I love their items because they're very luxury without paying full luxury price like you would pay with some of these luxury designs, say like if you're buying something from Louis Vuitton or somewhere like that. So this is going to be my dashboard, which I've never used. It came from Cloth and Paper, and it is kind of like, I don't know what you want to call it, embossed, I guess is what they call it. It says chaos makes the muse. So I did like that saying, because sometimes it seems like things get pretty chaotic for me, or at least I let them get that way sometimes, which is what I'm trying to change and why I'm trying to set up these different planners. And I do apologize, this video may be a little longer because it is a planner setup. So, you know, hopefully I will have it set up where you can see chapters or whatever the case may be. YouTube has been giving me a hard time. They sent me something here recently talking about me verifying myself, so I just did that. So hopefully they will fix that, because it was not allowing me to embed links. So you're going to have to probably copy and paste any links that I put in for now, but I'll go back and check them later. So these are going to be feed planners for Instagram, and then if you flip it over, it has shot lists and ideas. So I do need to grow my following on Instagram, and these are kind of like half sheet or mini, I don't know what you would call them, because I've never really used these half sheet pages before. This is my first time. I think they'll work fine, but like I said, I've never really used them before. And I got these from Fancy Plans Co. These did not come from Cloth and Paper. They were printable downloads, And I prefer to do the printable downloads with a lot of stuff now because I mess up and I don't want to have to keep buying them, on top of the fact that, you know, you can just print it anytime you want. Now, with that being said, the paper I'm using what I had on hand. So this is a very inexpensive paper that I think I got from Walmart. I don't shop there a lot. I think I was just in the store and I didn't want to go anywhere else. So that is why I got what I got. And so that's what I'm using until that paper is gone. And once it's gone, then I'll get a better, you know, planner type paper, a heavier paper, because I've done that before and the papers are really great. You can't see through them and stuff like that. But I think I spent like $29 or something for that pack of paper. So just be aware the paper can get expensive. Okay, so that is going to be those. And then what I did want to do, which I might just do that later, because I wanted to have these for posting, have these for the Instagram pages. And then what I would like to see, which I didn't see, I wish someone would have one for TikTok, so you could just kind of do them separate. But it is what it is. I'll figure out how to use these. And if y'all are interested in my doing a plan with me video, I'll do that as well, to show you how I use these and how I plan. And if you hear that little snipping, that's me actually clipping the pages where the little hole punches are, so that way I can just snap these in. And again, that keeps you from messing up your binder rings or having to get a new binder, because you don't have to open and close them that much. You can just pull the sheets in and out. So what I mean by that is, like, you can take the sheets and just pull them out like that. So it makes it very, very easy to do. So yes, this binder is going to be a little bit small. I will add some more things, but for now, this is what it's going to be until I go ahead and figure out what else I'm going to need for social media. So this is going to be social media and business, I guess you could say. And this is just what it's going to look like for now. And I have a large cutter that I use, is why these all came out exactly the same. But you can use any type of cutter you have, whatever you have. I wouldn't say go out and buy the one that I have. It was a couple of $100, and it cuts like, I think, 1-inch stacks of paper. But so now I'm able to go in and plan my social media, which is what I need to do because I'm very new to it, and I need to have a plan in place so that I know exactly what I'm doing for whatever period of time or day or whatever the case may be. So that is my social media planner, and I think I might put this in. I might hole punch it. I got it from Cloth and Paper. I have 2 of them, but I just didn't use it. And oh, let me show you real quick how the pin loop works, because it doesn't have a pin loop. So literally what you can do is put it on like this dashboard if you choose. I don't know why I'm struggling right now, and this is not that hard. And basically it will just hang right there on the dashboard, and then you can put your pin in. And let me pull my pin out of the Louis Vuitton one. So here's a pin right here, and you just push it in there, and then you have a pin loop on a planner that you did not have one on before, and it's right there. It's magnetic. It's a pretty good little grip on there that you have for that, you know, for that pin loop. So it's not coming off unless you literally just pull it, but that's how that pin loop works on there. So there's the pin loop, and there's that. So now let's go ahead and set up my personal one. And let me take a look at what I have, because there's some stuff I have in my actual Louis Vuitton one that I want to move over. So like these pins right here, these were Cloth and Paper. I think I got these on Black Friday. I'll be using these right here. This was something that I got in a subscription box. Yeah, there's a lot of like little paper clips I want to take out of here that I was using. Some I got from different stuff that I purchased that were free. Some that I purchased myself. So I have some of these little ones and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff is gonna come out, and I'll put it in my regular planner. Some I probably won't use, but I always put these in. I have another one, I think it's a silver one, and it was super cute. I got it at some other time, but those are really nice, and they came from Cloth and Paper. They do still have them, I believe, but they're really cute, and they add to your planner. So let's get that going, and let me find, because I have all the things that I'm gonna need, but there's a back, and I put it in here, I believe. Yeah, so this goes in the back right here of the planner, so that all you have to do is slip this in, and then you'll put the rings in, and close those, because again, I cut the sheets so that I don't have to struggle and fight with opening and closing these rings. And I found that some people didn't like them when they first came out. Like I said, I love A5, and that's normally rings for most planners, I guess. I mean, they have like A5 spiral and stuff, but most times it's rings, and I love it, so it doesn't bother me one way or the other. Now, with that being said, if you want to start planning, but you think maybe it's too expensive, or you see all these subscriptions, there are a bunch of planner companies, little small businesses that give away freebies, and there are some freebies that I always go back and check, like this one you're about to see, which is going to be a holiday sheet. It was a freebie, and I'll try to put their information below as well. A goal setting trigger list, a planner trigger list, books to read, because I love reading, the last time, and then I think I did, yeah, new releases, because any new movies that come out that I want to see, I normally put those in there. So this is going to go into the front right here. And I know it may seem like I'm going backwards, but I'm not. Another thing that I'm going to show you are these planner cards. They were freebies. I just put them on cardstock, and I laminated them with matte laminate. And these were from Plan with B, but I'll put her information down there. It has like an AM and PM routine card, which I love that, because I want to start getting back into that. I used to do it and I didn't. This is a highlight swatch card right here. Take a note. This planner belongs to, which I'm going to use that because it goes really well with that. A planner key card, so like if you're using symbols for certain things, this will work. Now this one, I think this is important, and they just didn't write it all out because it would have run across here, but an important card, a medical information card, your medication dosages, important info, please read, an ice contact card. I'm not sure what that is. If it's they're talking about like ice, I know what ice is, but I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about. And the reason I did these with laminate is because that way I can use a Sharpie and then use some alcohol and just wipe it off. So that's why I'm going to use those. So now in the front, I'm also going to put this dashboard that I never used. I have a lot of Cloth and Paper stuff that I had never used, but that's why I keep it, because you know, I'll use it eventually. It's just figuring out when I want to use it and what I want to use it for. So now I'm using this one, and I have a lot of dashboards. Sometimes we get them in our boxes and subscription boxes, sometimes we don't, but it says there is a time to plan, a time to act, and a time to rest. It is wise to know which is which. And it says Emily Rhoda down here, and it says Cloth and Paper. So I thought that one was fitting for me right now anyway. So I'm going to put that in. And then I have these clear tabs, which I need to get more because you can see they're kind of old and beat up, but I'm going to use them for now. I'll get some more later. But this one is going to be for my personal section right here. So anything personal, which actually what I think I'm going to do, speaking of personal, is that I'm going to take these pages right here, and because this is going to be personal stuff. So I'm actually going to take these, since I have that right there, and I'm going to move these behind personal, is what I'm going to do. And this is, I'm just taking it as I go, everybody. This is not something completely planned out. I knew what I wanted to put in it and stuff, but it's not completely planned out. So then I also want to put this in, and I'm sorry, it's 1 Minute Habits. I got it from Cloth and Paper. You take circles and put them over each one as you do them, whether it's through the day or however you want to look at it. But these are things that I want to do. It has like get out of bed right away, set daily intentions, take deep breaths, drink water, eat more greens, use SPF every day, fix your posture, express gratitude, tidy up before bed, start really listening to others, take breaks to move your body, and check your bank account. Some of them I do already, some I don't. I will be 100% honest on that. So this one came from Fancy Plans Co. And this one is a daily brain dump. So with these, I'm going to save them before I put them in because they're daily. And I printed them front and back just, you know, in case one day I might just really have a lot on my mind. This one I have to fix. You can see it's holes in both sides. I may reprint it. I may just fix this one. Who knows? But this one is a, because again, these were digital downloads. So I was able to print them myself. I may go back and print it. I may not. I may just take some of the little stickers and cover that so you can't see it. Or get some sticker paper and just cover it. But at any rate, this one is a yearly to-do list. And the reason that I want to use this is because I'm thinking that I want to like plan out or at least lay out what's going on in the month. I don't know why I just did that because that one's backwards. So actually it looks like I might have did some of them right because this was supposed to go this way and that would be January right there. See y'all? I may have to reprint it. I don't know. We'll see. Yearly to-do list. This one is March. This is April, so it goes this way. Let me take this one out. And you will do these things. So that's why I said I'm using what I have right now. I'm not going to start reprinting and printing a bunch of stuff over and over yet until I know. Because it took a few minutes for me to actually figure out how I needed to print it or to get what pages to print on front and back. So, you know, and that's okay. Because again, I don't have to buy it again. All I have to do is just reprint it or either, like I said, take sticker paper and put it over some of the holes so it doesn't bug me that much, seeing that there are holes on both sides. So that's not a big deal for me because it's a planner, it's paper. For now, it's what I'm using. So let me go ahead and put that in here. So that one's done. June, July, August, September, and then October. So I actually had it the right way. I hole punched it wrong. So that's what it happened. But I've done that before because different planner companies, they actually have different ways to print. Some will give you printing instructions and some you have to figure it out on your own. I wish they had them with Fancy Plans. That would have been nice, but they did not. So that's the yearly to-do. And then what I want to do is also have this yearly pullout that I had for 2025. This came from Cloth and Paper, and I love this because it like stretches out. So it's long and it's on both sides. So this is starting July right here, and I will be using it. Let's just say that. So this I got from Fancy Plans as well. They were printable little printable, what do you call them? Oh my Lord, I can't talk. Printable dividers, but they're like half dividers. They're supposed to come out of the top, but I'm still going to use it. I didn't put it way at the top because I actually have dividers, so I'm not going to use that. But they were really pretty. I liked it. There were two on a sheet. Again, I took some cardstock and laminated it on some matte cardstock, you know, with matte laminate is what I did. So that'll go right there. And then I think I want to do this because this is going to be the calendar that starts right here. So that's going to be the calendar. Okay, and let me see here. That's the calendar. And I should have cut these way before. That would have saved me some time because I could have just ran through this, and I apologize for making this video long. But this is the calendar right here. And let me show you what I did. There were 6 months. I messed up on that as well. And I'm being real with you. Even this video is not going to be edited much because I don't want to have to stop and redo stuff. But this is her weekly inserts. And what you have is the month right here in the front. with some columns here, and then you go through the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You have tasks up here, a blank space here. You have your habit tracker, important or priority things. You have the days of the month, your top 3 priorities, a checklist, and notes. And it just goes over and over through the weeks. So that's why I liked this one, because of the way it was laid out. And it's a new layout for me with the weeks going vertical instead of horizontal. So I wanted to try it. It looks like it'll work for me. And who knows, I may even start using a few stickers again, just to kind of brighten things up. But I'm more minimalist than anything, because I don't like having all of the stickers and all of that stuff. And it's just, it's a lot to have to do that. It's okay. I'm not like talking about the people that do it, but that's a lot to go through and have to put all the stickers and all the things. It's very pretty. I've not seen one that I did not like. They are all very pretty and aesthetically pleasing. However, again, it takes time to do that. So that's why I don't do it. Again, I don't, you know, I'm not against anybody that does it. It's just not for me. I'm kind of minimalist. Every now and then you'll get a sticker from me, but it's probably going to be a black and white sticker. It's not going to be a whole thing where you're getting all these designs and colors from me. That's not going to happen. Because to me, that's just a lot of work and time. I used to do bullet journal. That was too much. I couldn't do it. It was like, nope, that is way too much work for me. I'm not going to do that. So, but, you know, I wanted to show you this video and show me setting up my planner, because I changed planners. I tried different planners. Like I have the Traveler's Journal, I think it's called, or Traveler's Notebook, whatever it is. I've never used it. It's pretty, it's clear, it's from cloth and paper. I might use it. I don't know. We'll see. But I do have it. So this next section is going to be finances. There's a tab up there. I don't know if you could see it, but it's going to be finances. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. And then here's that second one, that second kind of bookmark, dashboard, divider, whatever you want to call it. And that's sad. I've been planning for a long time, but I don't use all the terms. But this one I thought was cute as well. If you don't know, I live in Austin, Texas, so I like the longhorn with the butterfly. That made it, you know, kind of girly. So, okay. So this is going to be my finances, and these are a budget and expense workbook that I got from Fancy Plans. I have never used this, but I know that it will likely work with my cash envelope and my cash stuffing, because of the way she has it laid out. Which I saw something from a year ago where she was saying that she was going to start envelope stuffing. She had never done it. She had heard of it, and that's weird because her budget inserts are set up pretty much for that. So I thought that was pretty interesting that she had never done it. So, but these are what I'm going to use. Once I get them in, I will show you, you know, I will show you how, what they look like. I'm sorry. I'll show you what they look like. You can tell I can't do more than one thing at a time, huh? Talk and cut. But they're really cute. I'm okay with them. Again, I like the way it's laid out as far as budgeting and, you know, the envelope. She even has cash envelope lists and stuff. So, and maybe this is an update. Maybe I'm late to the party and she had already started using them. So this one is blank because it's the month, and I didn't want to have to keep printing that first page that says budget and expense worksheet or workbook, because it would have been on each and every one. It's already on 2 of them, and I didn't want to do that. So this is the last one that I need to cut the holes in, and I'll show you what it looks like. Several of the sheets in here, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. So, and actually, let me do this, because at the back of it, what I want to do is I want to put in this. Now, I didn't see it. I'll have to ask on tomorrow if they have subscription and recurring bill inserts. I printed these were free from another planner shop, but they will do the job. So subscriptions and recurring bills will be back here. And then this pocket that I got from Cloth and Paper. I don't remember if I purchased this, but I know they have it in the store. And I don't know if I purchased it or not, but it's going to be a pocket for like receipts, so that I can put receipts in here and then manage my expenses at the end of the month, or you know, at whatever time period. And I'm going to probably go cut this down because that's going to bug me big time. So with that being said, this is, you know what, that one won't be a receipt. Let me take that out. This is actually a receipt pocket right here. So this one will go in to the back here, and then for any cards, they're gonna go back here. Cards, stickers, things like that. This is another one, another item that I got, and I want to say this was from Rosie Papeteria, Poi and Hun. I think it was Poi and Hun that they sent this, and I'll mark through my phone number because my phone number's on there, and I didn't even realize it. But then I do want this pocket in the back, right here. Here's a pin loop, and I am going to put the icon one in the front. I'm going to put this magnet back on there. And I'm telling y'all, these magnets are not a joke. When I say they are magnets. They are good magnets is what they are. But I put them normally back here. That's what I do. And then, like I said, I'll put that icon one at the front. I put these two right here is what I normally do. And then the way this goes, these do move a little bit, but once you push that in, you're good right there. And that's it. So that's that. And then I'm going to put this one on there. This is the one that says icon, because I just love this one. So there's that one. Now, for pocket decor, I'm not sure what I want yet, but I am going to use these paper clips right here. I'm not going to use this one. So I'm going to put this in because I want to have some stickers in the front to keep with me, so that when I do want stickers, I have them. Y'all, I have so many stickers that it's like crazy. So I'm probably going to put one of these chocolate page flash. I didn't care for them, but I just want to use them so that they get used. So I'll probably put like one right here, and I have some, like, what do you call it, double-sided tape that I'll put on there. So I want to use those. I want to put these in there because we have some more that we got, but I do want to use those. And then I have some, okay, I need to put this in there. Actually, this is my COVID card. So we also got these from Cloth and Paper, and this one came from, I don't remember. Oh, Okie Plans. This one came with my, this one came with some items I bought from my Louis Vuitton MM, and I keep this in the back as well. So even though I have these other cards, they can't say they don't know that this was mine, or they didn't know who to call, because this is in the back and those cards are going to kind of be like in the front or something like that. Which these I got from other, I don't even remember. I got them from other planners. I'm just going to slide them right in here. And this is a stencil. So I've done Erin Condren before as well. So this is a little Erin Condren stencil that I always keep with me just in case I'm on the go and planning. I always stick it right back here in the back in case I need to do anything. With that being said, I have it's like a metal ruler from Cloth and Paper, but it always falls out or it falls in the middle. So I can't use it the way I want. This is just a little card from Cloth and Paper that they put in one of our subscription boxes. And if you notice a tab at the top, you could probably hole punch it, I would say, and like, you know, if you hole punched it right, you could use it as a tab. I am not. I'm going to use it for decor. So it's likely going to be decor in this page right here. That's exactly where it's going. We also have some of these cards, which I need to find the other ones because we have some like this that Cloth and Paper sent in other subscription boxes. Now with this, I don't know if I am going to, I don't know where I'm going to put it. Let me move this real quick. So I got finances, I got that. So this one was personal. I might just put it right here. Yeah, I might put it right there. And this one came from Collective Budgeting on Etsy. I bought one of these binders that you see right here. I bought one because I was trying to look at binders that I might want to purchase for my budget shop. And if you're interested in my budget shop, I'll put it in below. I sell savings challenges, cash envelopes, and stuff like that. And I was trying to figure out what binders I wanted to put in there. And okay, y'all, I'm so sorry about that. The camera actually got too hot, so it shut off, and it's never done that before. So what I did decide, I'm going to put this planner belongs to and my medical information right here in the side pocket. And then on this one, I went ahead and put some sticky notes on here, some neutral color ones or post-its, whatever you want to call them. That way I'll have these when I need them. I'm going to use this abundance card, which is an old Cloth and Paper card. I'm going to use that one for this. Put that right there, I think. And then this card that I got from Poi and Hun that says self-love, I'm going to use that one and put that here. So I'm kind of focusing on this black a little bit over here is what I'm doing. And then for this, I'm sticking on there. This is another one of my pin loops. So I guess I'll put it, because I have a pin loop on here, which is right here, but I do want to have maybe a Sharpie or something like that for when I'm using the cards or something like that. And then I could just put a pin right in there in the pin loop. And I'm probably going to put one of my uni pins in there. So that'll be like this right here. And I cut off some of this some more. And then I'm going to put this in. This came from Collective Budgeting as well. And it just says success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. And I'm going to put that one. Actually, I might put it in my social media binder. I think it'll be more fitting in there. So I am going to put it, let's see. I guess I'll put it right here because I hole punched it, but I just didn't use all the holes. So I'll put it right there, and that'll go in my social media binder. And then I also have this one that came from someone else, Budgeting with Lizzie. I don't remember who, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember who I bought the actual binder, my cash stuffing binder from, my cash wallet, but this might be it right here. I'm not sure, but I hole punched this, and I think I'm going to put it right here. It said, you know what, it's going to go in finances. That's where it's going to go, in finances. Right. I don't know where I'm going to put it in finances, but I think I'm going to put it in finances right here. So do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. So I'm going to put it right here so it'll stick out a little bit, and that's okay. It'll be like a tab for finances. So there we go right there. And then I have these paper clips, which I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with those. And then I have this, which I think it's going to be too big. I probably won't use it. So yeah, it's going to be too big, but I think I may use this one. It's the Conscious Collection when they first came out with the vegan binders, the vegan folios, and I think that looks really nice. So let's see here. Yeah, I think that looks really good so far. So let me grab a pen real quick and we'll flip through this one, because I did want to put some photos in there, and I do want to put this right here. These are, I want to say, page pens where you can write on them with oil-based pens, or, you know, whatever you want to do, however you want to use them to mark stuff, or you can write and then put that over it. So I'm going to put that there. and I'll have those because I may use those. And the paper clips, I will keep them, like I said, because I normally wind up using them for something in my planners. And I need to put a pen in here, 2 pens and a Sharpie. So, but there's certain pens I like, y'all. I'm be honest. I love these uni pens. They're real juicy when you write with them. This one, I think it's probably a 0.5 or 0.7 right here. But it doesn't go with this, so I'm going to leave it with the other one. But I think that's going to be it, you guys, for now. If you want to see a plan with me, please let me know. This is how this planner is going to look for now. And I may add a few more things to it. I'm going to fix those holes that I punched, the extra holes right here. I'll probably take and put some sticker paper over it or something, like cut out a circle. Who knows? I might just leave it because it's not going to bug me that much. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for your time watching this video and taking the time to see how I set up my planner. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in starting planning. If you're already a planner, what planners you use, what size, what did you think about the setup. Just let's have a conversation about planning and living your life in an organized way so that you know what's coming up, what you need to do, how your finances are looking, and all the things. And actually, real quick, let me go ahead and put this on there so you can see it. And I do need to I need to loosen it a little bit because I tightened it. There we go, right there. And that's how that looks. And it can hold your pens and all the things in there. So that's how it looks right there. That's the planner. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Your liking videos, commenting, and subscribing will help the channel grow. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers soon. So that helps me greatly when you do those things. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon in my next video.